What's your passion? What fuels you? Hawaii Pacific Health's Bone and Joint Team is here for you and your family, so you can keep doing what you love. Hawaii Pacific Health Bone and Joint Centers.
Aloha basketball fans, and welcome to the 40th Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health. You are looking live at the Father Bray Athletic Center here in the lower gym. I'm John Tamanaha. This is Coach Mike Among, and we're getting set for the third place game. And it looks a lot like the championship game, Coach White.
But it very well could be.
Oak Hill Academy is making its 12th appearance in this tournament. They have been to the finals all 11 previous times. They've won it 8 times. They finished as a runner-up 3 times. Today, they're going to fight with Veritas Academy, based out of Santa Fe Springs, California, for 3rd place.
Wow, so this is new territory for them.
This is new territory for them, but it just kind of points out how awesome this field is for the 40th Iolani Classic Boys Basketball Tournament.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to see some high-flying athletes here, some quickness, absolute skill. This is going to be a good one.
And we're about to get started here in the 3rd place game, championship game coming up to follow. But this is the Oak Hill Academy Warriors. DeMarco Johnson with it. Gives it to Howard Williams. Back to Johnson. DeAndre Lindsay turns, finds Johnson underneath. Howard Williams rises up, bounced out.
Little Bunny couldn't quite hop into the hoop. Right under there.
Aram Soki Urbano with it now. Gets into the lane, gets all the way to the rack. Can't finish though. Rebound by Kofi Asar. He feeds Soki. Off balance 3, no good. DeMarco Johnson. Howard Williams from the top. 3-pointer won't go. Asari with the rebound. Titans on the run. Ryan Soki, quick feed to the corner. And you're going to hear his name a lot. Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. opens the scoring with a 3.
Oh, yeah, he's a player. He's a stat sheet filler. He's got all kinds of skill. He's a slam dunk participant.
Yeah. Ethan Mbako misfires on the 3. Pass to Hernandez. He'll flip it into the corner. Cross-court pass to Ryan Sohai.
Sohai keeps his dribble and reverses out after the double team shows.
Hernandez stops. He'll shoot from there. Got to guard him. He's got 5. Anywhere on the court.
Yes, we'll be calling his name often.
Donovan Williams Jr. with the ball. Mbako twisting into the lane, gets cut off by Lamarius White. But DeAndre Lindsay with the 3 ball. Veritas with the lead and the basketball.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, Lamarius White was winding up for a tomahawk, but DeAndre Lindsay kind of passed by in his vision, I think.
I think if he had continued with the slam, it would have been well, at least contested, maybe blocked. That's why he didn't go through with it.
5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Oak Hill looking for its first points of this game. They trail it by 5. Howard Williams, power move inside out pass, extra pass to the top.
Mbako, you're going to hear his name as well. He's been a leader of this team through this whole tournament and prior.
6'6" junior from Somerset, New Jersey. Sohai. Give it to Soki Urbano, the sharpshooter, misfires this time. Mbako rebound. Into the attacking zone, rise and fire from 3.
He's feeling it. 2 in a row.
He's the 40th ranked junior at small forward, according to 24/7 Sports. Veritas now behind by a point. Thanks to Mbako. So high, driving, lay it up high off the glass. No. Warriors on the run. Howard Williams with a big step into the lane. Draws the foul.
You know, that time Kofi Osari was in the air for a put-back slam offensive rebound, but he kind of mistimed it, so the ball just went over his head, and Oak Hill was able to gain possession.
Howard Williams at the line. He has 50 points here in the 50th state in the 3 previous games. 6 3-pointers. Had 26 in the quarterfinals, and 5 of those 3-pointers against Imhotep from Philadelphia. And I know you like this, Coach Among. Right now, he is 11 of 12 from the line.
I love it. That's in the 90s. I can do math.
No jinx.
A little bit.
No jinx. You got to point it out when it doesn't happen. Ryan Solhai with it. It's tied up. Mbako can't pull it away. Soki Arbano with the drive. Playing catch with Solhai. Guerrero fires from 3. Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. He's got 8 and 2 triples so far.
He's got all 8.
Yeah. We're through the first 1/8 of the game. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us on the Iolani School YouTube channel and Spectrum XCast. The third place game. DeAndre Lindsay stops, pops, misfires, fight for the rebound. Won by Hernandez. And they're going to get Mbako for reaching in. His first personal.
Hernandez is one of those sleepers. Just springs straight up, long arms, uses his advantage.
Emilius Zibuba into the game for Veritas.
Oh, he's wide open.
Hernandez underneath. We said you got to watch out for him. Good job of coming over, though, to force him back out. Hernandez beats Zibuba. A little short on that one. Rebound, Donovan Williams Jr. Mbako for 3. This time he's short. Felt some contact and fell.
Nice save by Lindsay.
Williams with a longer 3. Hernandez with the rebound. Being harassed in the backcourt by Mbako. Gets past 2 Warriors, goes and throws it up to Kofi Asare. Hit part of the side of the backboard. High flying action here at the Iolani Classic as usual.
That has potential. Just a little off with the pass.
Lindsay hits the J. DeAndre Lindsay, the 21st ranked senior, center by 24 Sports. He's got interest from Ohio State, Cal, Iona, amongst others. Veritas, 17 on the shot clock. Ryan Solhai will come to the top, goes to work. 5 on the shot clock. Urbano not afraid to shoot it out there. 10-8, Warriors with the ball and the lead.
Nice.
Make it 12-8.
Mbako with his eyes up. After the rebound, looking for a teammate, and one came open. Nice, easy bucket.
Oak Hill up 12-8 here. 1:49 to go first quarter. They have to take a little break there to get Mbako to tie his shoelaces. Zion Poleo into the game, has the ball right now. Number 2 in those beautiful Iolani Classic Aloha Aina jerseys. Custom-made jerseys. We'll fill you in more about those as we get along here. Shuffling the feet. Zibuba called for the traveling.
Teams getting into their benches right now and, still kind of feeling each other out. at this point. But again, we're going to be calling the same names over and over for the most part.
Hamza Zaran into the game for Oak Hill. He's camped out here in the left corner. Howard Williams, he's camped out down low. Got a good seal, bank it up and in. Timeout on the court, 30-second timeout. Well, Coach, third place game. Doesn't really look like it, doesn't really feel like it. But you know, when we came into this tournament, nobody really knew who was gonna play and what.
No.
Paul the Sixth played for 7th. They beat Iolani.
Yeah.
And Iolani really stood tall. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But this is a really awesome field, and we've had a bunch of them, as you all know. Shout out to Tony Dorado and the folks at Nike for helping us out with that.
Yeah, you and I have had conversations about the national rankings before, and that's a hard thing to try and rank people unless they're playing each other, which in recent years and you know, they have started traveling across country and playing against each other. But really hard to predict when you have so many quality teams.
And it's gotten to the point where these two teams that you're watching tonight, they both participate in the Nike EYBL Scholastic League. Nice pass from Paleo to Asari for the dunk.
Excellent vision, excellent cut. I think they were looking for the three-point shooter to come off of that back screen.
14-10, make that 16-10. As DeMarco Johnson scores underneath, just the lay-in from the Iolani Classic Slam Dunk champion.
Lindsay with a little pivot and kind of a bump on the defender to free his teammate, and then finds him underneath the basket.
Hernandez misfires on the three. DeMarco Johnson drops it down to Lindsay, no good, but Howard Williams with a big rebound. Zaran for a three. Williams rebound. Foul called. Can't give him that many chances.
No, sir, you're going to have to put bodies on bodies. Oak Hill's going to be active under there.
Howard Williams at the line. He's hit 3 in a row here in this game. In for Veritas, Aram Soki Urbano, Ryan Sohi returns to the game, as does Lamarius White. 3 starters.
You know, as young as these athletes are, there's still 4 games in 5 days, and fatigue may, you know, heavy legs may come into play here.
Yeah, great point. Fight for the rebound. Zaran wins it. And that is the buzzer to end the first quarter of play. Oak Hill 17, Veritas 10, here in the third place game at the Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Rox, what's going on over there? Come on. Some kind of orangey stuff.
I think it's orange oil.
Orange oil? What's that about?
For termites.
We should do that. But I don't think our guys do that.
So why don't we get the right guys?
At Pest Tech Hawaii, we offer orange oil treatment as an alternative to tent fumigation. So let our guys be your guys.
We're Pest Tech Hawaii.
Welcome to Hilo, Hawaii, where the water is as pure as the aloha that flows through it. Waiakea water is naturally alkaline, full of minerals and electrolytes, and always giving back to our planet and people. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
(17-10), Oak Hill leading Veritas here in the third place game of the 40th Iolani Classic. John Tabanaha with Mike Among with you. Lamarius White diving down through the lane. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. We also want to recognize the rest of our crew. We have Iolani School students here. Drew Osobi on the camera. Satomi Lakin, she is our technical director tonight. Lisa Kuharik, she's working with the audio. They're on break. Spending part of their break with us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Can't do it without you guys.
That last possession, Guerrero Hernandez had an open teammate cutting along the baseline under the basket and waited just a half a second to throw the pass, and two Oak Hill defenders just converged, and he got lucky that he didn't turn that ball over, and the foul was called.
Ball bounces out of bounds. Woody Ching Jr. into the game for Veritas. He will inbound it. Full name Whitfield Christopher Ching Jr. Ryan Sohai. Bounce pass to White. Urbano. He got mugged by Donovan Williams Jr. Teammates pick him up.
No argument from Williams Jr.
Well, the way Urbano can shoot it, you gotta get to him quick. He's probably used to that. Plays on the Mexico national under-18 team. Gives it to Ching, and now over to Hernandez. Juan Guerrero Hernandez, step back, jumper from the free throw line, nothing but net. He's already in double digits.
Ooh, he's something special. Maybe got away with a little bit of a forearm push-off to get some space, but
that's part of it. That's part of the skill. So Ron with it, working against Ching. He'll hand it off to Johnson. He'll rise and fire from three and hit.
Yeah, he had a double screen there, and he went around both of them twice to get open.
Lamarius White, Urbano. Skip pass over the top, so he will take the three-pointer. No good. Up in the sky was Williams for the rebound. Johnson, nice pass down low to Williams. It bounces out. He'll take two more shots from the free throw line.
Coach Sedan doing a lot of individual coaching when these free throws are happening. He's calling guys over, and he's kind of pointing out specific plays where, hey, do it this way instead of that way.
They whistle Lamarius White. That is his second personal foul.
I'm reminded of Kevin Scanlon's comment that kind of only in Hawaii where everybody gets quiet during the free throws. So polite.
White hits the pair. He is 3 for 4 from the line tonight.
At least most of the time.
Yeah. No, but it is a little different. But the gym has been wild, and it will be tonight, particularly in those Utah prep games. And they are coming up next. They play Brewster for the championship. Lamarius White with the follow-away.
Lamarius White, he pivoted about 8 different times, made 2 full circles, and then rose up with a little bit of a fadeaway. Got it to go.
Williams being guarded by Urbano. Now double team. Back to Johnson. Now he draws 2. Nice pass to a cutting Donovan Williams Jr., but his shot gets blocked.
Asari comes over. Rim protector.
Sorry, now down low. Inside out pass. Lamarius White 3 for 3. Gets his own rebound almost. Taken away by Johnson. He attacks, gives it to Williams, and he's hammered from behind by Abram Soki Urbano.
There's the blur of the black jerseys we saw when we did the previous game for Oak Hill. Pushing the tempo.
So Ron and Lindsay will take a break on the bench. Jed Ethan Namsha into the game. Sohai Kicks it back to Hernandez. That was pure. He's putting the 3 digits up in his right hand.
We had a perfect
Yeah,
angle.
we did.
We had a perfect angle on the line of that shot, and it never left the middle of the rim.
Williams tried to match him. A little wide left.
And he started running down court. He knew. He
Yeah.
knew as soon as he released it. What a beautiful feeling that is.
Oh, gosh. Hernandez directing traffic. Gets it to Urbano coming across. And Baco with the rebound. Williams in the corner. Gets it to Johnson. And Baco thought about the 3. Nasha inside draws the foul.
Nansha with a perfectly timed flash to the middle after his man Asari left him to go help. So it's well coached, perfectly timed, got that ball, and he had all the space to work to make something happen.
Got to reward him for making that awesome cut. Jed Ethan Nansha, 6'8" senior from Dallas, Texas. Puts Oak Hill up 24-18, 4:18 to go here until halftime. See if Veritas can chip into this lead.
Soki Urbano just got subbed out, and I overheard Guerrero Hernandez walk over and say, hey, we need you to make shots. You know, kind of giving him some encouragement.
Tighten turnover there.
He's going to get a chance right here.
Soki Urbano checked in, replacing Ryan Solhai. Zavran. DeMarco Johnson gets it to Lindsay. His jumper, a little long, bounce around. Ball on the court. They can call it jump ball.
Jump ball before the timeout. I'm sure Coach Zidane doesn't mind that as much, wasting a timeout here in the second quarter.
Howard Williams kind of reached down and put 2 hands on the ball as it was being held. Johnson, Saran drives, fall away. It's from 12.
Hernandez needs help. That time Hernandez contested that very well. It's just a little bit of better offense.
Hernandez with the basketball. Doesn't use the screen. Gets it back. Lemarius White take a long 2. Asara with the rebound. White walking through the lane. Another Titan turnover. They trail it by 8, just under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Kind of an odd feel in the gym right now. Like there's
right.
not a whole lot of excitement, not a whole lot of reactions from the crowd. I think they're waiting for the final. But again, we talk about missed opportunities earlier in earlier broadcasts for teams playing in this tournament. Missed opportunity for this crowd to get into this game.
Johnson misfires on the 3. It's nothing that a few highlight slam dunks can't cure, as we haven't really seen yet in this game, but we have seen it in the tournament. 30-second timeout called by Warrior head coach Yerrick Stoneman. And we talk about Oak Hill head coaches. People probably hearing me say, oh, wait, Oak Hill, I know them. They've been to the Classic, you know.
Yeah.
This is their 12th appearance. Coach Steve Smith, usually you see him over there to the right. He is at the tournament. Don't really spot him here in the crowd. But he retired after 37 years at the helm of the Warriors. Started back in 1985. He won, get ready for this, Coach Michael Monk, 1,231 games. He lost 97. That ranks third all time in high school history in the United States. 9 national championships. The 1990s Team of the Decade. They were labeled that by Max Preps. In the 1990s, 314 victories, 20 losses.
Countless NBA players. Amazing.
Yeah. And so for Coach Eric Stoneman, really high honor. They didn't do a search. Coach Steve Smith tapped him to take over this Oak Hill Academy basketball program. Zaran, silky touch, the big man, 6'6" senior from Auckland, New Zealand.
Again, they have Hernandez guarding him, and Hernandez with a hand in his face and a good contest, but he's just feathering that right over the top.
Zibuba, step back 3. Oh, that was pure on this side of the court.
Yeah, a lot of individual dribbling and just, I'm going to take this shot. But, hey, when you shoot it like that, go for it.
He's a 6'6" sophomore, Zibuba.
Hernandez, as a true point guard, went right to him and he told him, "Attaway, baby." Good shot.
That's why we brought you to Honolulu to battle with all of these heavyweights. DeMarco Johnson gives it to Zaran in the lane. Bouncing around and into Mrs. Young's vicinity. The wife of tournament founder Glenn Young. The seat of honor there in the corner where Coach Young used to sit with his family with a clipboard because he was running the tournament. Sometimes by himself.
They would work the concession stands
Yeah,
too.
oh yeah, that's absolutely right.
See a lot of coaches, both coaches using a lot of substitutions, trying to keep guys fresh after 4 games in 5 days.
Hernandez, rising fire from the left elbow. Turns to the ref. He's like, hey, it's an and 1 too.
The ref not really paying attention, just running down court.
He would say, hey, you got 15 points in this game. Get back on D. DeAndre Lindsay misfires on the 3. Zibuba with the rebound. Hernandez on the run. Gets it to Zibuba. Waste no time. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Oak Hill with it, and they lead it by 7. Baseline drive. Williams goes behind with the reverse off the glass. Donovan Williams Jr.
Ooh. Looked like he had a sorry cutting to the rim there with good position.
Hernandez. See if he uses the screen from Asari. Nope, it's going to go one-on-one with Williams. Step back 12-foot jumper, no good. Zaran with the rebound.
They got time.
5 on the shot clock, on the game clock, excuse me. Off a foot, Zibuba behind the back. He'll launch it from half court. Online, off the rim.
Hey, we got a reaction from the crowd on that, though.
After the first half of play, Oak Hill 32, Veritas 23. What is that?
The palindrome.
The palindrome.
Yes, this is palindrome scoreboard right there.
There will be a quiz after 4 quarters of play, but after 2, 32-23, Oak Hill out in front of Veritas here in the 3rd place game of the Iolani Classic, presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
When you come to Iolani, something you'll constantly hear is one team.
Our one-team culture began in athletics.
In arenas that demanded humble leadership
and persistent teamwork. Over time, this ethos has found its way into almost every aspect of life at Iolani.
Ways that are both felt and found in passing.
In its simplest definition, the idea of one team isn't very unique.
We've all heard it in speeches or stories about the team over the individual.
But this implies too little for a way of life we have defined with so much.
You see, one team values shape our education.
Pairing knowledge with character.
Passion with discipline. It reminds us of humility in success.
And persistence in failure.
One team reveals that the true impact of our education doesn't only lie with what we've learned.
It develops in us values that see the compassionate choice.
Choices that give back and solve problems that matter to all of us.
It's the understanding that when we stand for each other,
we lift each other up.
The one team spirit endures in our global community of educators and students,
artists and entrepreneurs,
doctors and lawyers and researchers and leaders,
who all recognize that the greatest challenges we face are overcome when we work together as one.
This is what we pass on to our students, faculty, families.
Because we believe this is the most gracious way to live,
as well as the greatest foundation to go out into the world
with great poise, empathy, and determination.
Iolani School, one team.
What's your passion? What fuels you? Hawaii Pacific Health's Bone and Joint Team is here for you and your family, so you can keep doing what you love. Hawaii Pacific Health Bone and Joint Centers.
Hey, I got the job. So I can go part-time. Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Welcome back to the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health. You're looking at a jam-packed lower gym, and people are still coming in. They will find a seat for everybody. That's the toughest job here amongst the Iolani athletic department.
Perfect timing. You can see Mo Maggiolino, one of our three athletic directors, who's been working very hard during this tournament and prior to, along with Eddie Mariyama and the rest of the tournament committee.
And you got to shout out Diarita, who is outside.
Yes.
Kenny Chu, who is here, working the scorer's table, and Kaio Miyamoto, who is doing his wonderful job, one of the best PA announcers I've ever heard. Also, now I can say one of the best statisticians. He's doing double duty, helping us out with the numbers. So when you hear us say something particularly interesting regarding the statistics, thank you to Kaio Miyamoto and the rest of the athletic department and the physical plant and everyone, and our audiovisual department headed up by Mr. Dane Kurihara, manager of media services, who is the producer, director, and engineer of this multi-camera shoot here. The third place game, Oak Hill leading it 32-23. I'm John Tamanaha. This is Mike Among. And we're getting set. We're moving toward, we're about a half of basketball away or more from the championship game.
Oh, don't do that.
just saying, this is a high-level competition.
True.
It is a 9-point game right now, but things change quickly here in the Classic, and there's high-level basketball throughout the 16-team tournament. It concludes with game 32. After this one, it'll be Brewster Academy taking on Utah Prep Academy. And Utah Prep, I mean, they've lit this gym up. That's why all these people are coming in from, believe me, from the entire island of Oahu to be here tonight.
You know, off air, you asked me if I had a pick. And
I wouldn't do that to you, but yeah, I did.
You did, and my cop-out answer was, I think basketball wins. You know, it's going to be a great game. My feeling is Utah Prep will have the local crowd
for sure.
Behind them. They kind of have already had that in the previous games. You got, obviously, J.J. Mandequit coming back to Iolani and this lower gym, and where he played as a freshman and really leading that squad of uber talent, you know, and he's such a steadying influence. He provides whatever the team needs. As a coach, I always watch point guards and see how they carry themselves on the court. And as soon as he gets the ball, his eyes are up court, and he's got great vision. He delivers passes. He's got the best player, the best highest ranked player in the country with A.J. Dabansa. He's got a couple of local boys, former local boys, Anthony Falesi and Layden Kauka on the team with him. Just an awesome team. I mean, Brewster's gonna be right there with them. I mean, either of these two teams or those two teams, you know, is kind of like a couple of coin flips. But again, basketball wins in the Iolani Classic.
And the fans win as well.
Yes.
Falesi has roots up in the North Shore, and Dabansta is headed to BYU in Provo. But the crew up there at BYU Hawaii has been coming down in that whole North Shore area. Kahuku also in the tournament. So the whole island represented well. And you saw last night the BYU Cougar shirts out in the crowd. Dabansta really has that Cougar fan base electrified. You also mentioned Layden Kauka. The last 2 years, Layden Kauka, all he did was win back-to-back state titles here in the state of Hawaii at the Division II level for the Kohala Cowboys. I had the honor of calling one of those games, the first one, when he's playing with his older brother Layden. But what a sensational player. And then they went back-to-back, both times, the most outstanding player in the tournament. But he is here as well. And so that kind of sets the table. We are in the 40th Iolani Classic Boys Basketball Tournament. And we've had a girls' tournament 17 times. In the girls' tournament, Kona Waina has won the girls' tournament.
Yes.
And that they've done it multiple times, and that's hard to do.
The Molina sisters.
No local team has ever won the Iolani Classic Boys Basketball Tournament. And that's not a shock. That's not a slight. That's just a fact. But tonight, local players and coaches with local roots, we should not leave them out either.
That's true.
Carter Uechi and Dean Shimamoto will fill you in on all of that in the game coming up. But that group with Hawaii ties to multiple islands in the state, they could get a piece of that Glenn Young Championship Trophy tonight.
Absolutely. And then JJ, the last time he played in this tournament with Iolani, he turned some heads and opened some, raised some eyebrows. People watching him as just a young freshman.
He lit up social media. These games happen late at night, but the next morning you see in social media it said, Hawaiian freshman takes it to Bronny James. Iolani led at halftime in that game against Sierra Canyon. I have it memorized in my mind. 31-29 at the break because Alika Indalecio hit a long three at the buzzer. Sierra Canyon came back and won it and moved on into the semifinals. But J.J. Mandequit, he did have 18 points. He put on a show. He was just a freshman. He's back here now as a senior.
Well, he's put on weight. He's put on a whole lot of muscle.
I greeted him in the Takaki courtyard. I put my hand on his left shoulder. I was like, wow, that is
solid. Solid. And
solid as a
he's
rock.
Probably, we should stop here and point out
Coach Smith. Right at midcourt is Coach Steve Smith, who we mentioned. Gets a lay and a handshake from tournament director Adam Wong, who has done a marvelous job working with this tournament the last few years.
He actually was charging his phone the other night up here on our table, and in mid-game he came up looking for it, and I got to shake his hand. I felt like I was touching royalty. Oh!
Slam dunk, Kofi Asar. Second half starts right for the Titans. They trim the lead to 7. DeAndre Lindsay with it. Hand it off to, and he gets it back and throws it down. DeAndre Lindsay, give the assist to Marco Johnson.
Anything you can do, I can do. Maybe not better, but I can do as well.
Johnson with the rebound. Flips it cross court with the greatest of ease to Mbako, who backs in and hits over Hernandez.
The two names we talked about earlier.
One-on-one.
And Mbako kind of staring him down. Hernandez pleading with the referees that that was his clean defense.
And Mbako completes the traditional three-point play. He's got 7 points. Excuse me, he's got 9. Ryan Sohi gives it to Lamarius White. Back to Sohi. It's just shot blocked by Lindsay. Gets it back though. It gets it past Lindsay and Mbako down low.
I've always wanted to use this word.
Yeah,
nice stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah, love it, love it.
By Sohi.
We use that a lot in this tournament with when the local teams don't back down and keep fighting.
Mbako. Woo!
Up and under with the reverse. Got a lot in his toolbox, Ethan Mbako. Just a junior. Came into this game with 48 points in the previous 3. Had 23 against Punahou, 19 including 4 3-pointers against Imhotep in the quarterfinals. Veritas with it, spinning, scoring. Ryan Sohi. Nice play there by Ryan. He's on the Morocco under-18 team. Mbako, long 3. Little long on the shot. Ball trickles out of bounds off Urbano.
Looked like Hernandez had the ball in his hands or was about to, and his teammate Urbano knocked it away.
39-29. Mbako put back. Third chance. Williams come away empty. Here come the Titans. Urbano trailing.
Ooh, that's
short
a clean
on the 3.
look for him.
That pass too hot to handle for Lindsay from Johnson.
Johnson goes hand to the chest saying, my fault, my fault. Little too hot to handle in that one.
Samuel Mena checks in for Veritas.
The lead at 10. Oak Hill still holding them off.
Lamarius White gets it back from Hernandez. Trying to cut into this double-digit lead. So high. Ryan gets it back. Launches a long 3. No good. Williams with the rebound.
You could hear Coach Stoneman yelling, no threes, no threes.
Lindsay drives in, is fouled by Asare.
Just the philosophy there is you close out and you chase them off the line, force them to shoot 2-point shots, and yeah, they get one less point. So, got to hustle though.
Yeah.
Got to hustle. You got to be aware of where the ball is, where your man is. Constant movement.
Especially in this tournament, because all 5 on the court can do multiple things, and you never know what's going to happen from second to second. (40-29), 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. In this contest to see who finishes third in the 40th Iolani Classic. Hernandez attacks the baseline, hangs in the air, gets some contact from Williams and scores. He's got a confident look as he heads back down court.
Looks at the referee, asking for a foul. The referee puts his hand straight up, saying the defender went straight up with the verticality.
That is true. Errant pass. Turnover Warriors. Sohi gives it to Zibuba. Coach George Zidane directing traffic.
Coach Zidane wants Hernandez with the ball.
Players in the corner. Shuffling the feet is Zibuba. DeMarco Johnson checks in for Mbako. That's crazy, the depth. You're like, oh, you see Mbako heading to the bench. Oh, great. Oh, no. Wait, DeMarco Johnson's coming in. But, you know, I mean, the whole roster, these teams are amazing. Woody Ching Jr. with a great steal. Up ahead to Kofi. 2 hands with authority. 7-point game. Crowd coming to life with this Titan comeback. Zaran drives down, throw it back out to Williams. He'll rise up, fire from 3 in the deep corner. Feet on the line, long 2.
Ooh, that crowd kind of oohs and ahs at that one.
Hernandez switches home a 3. Woo, he's got 20. Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr.
Kind of feels like the crowd is starting to get a little bit more into it. Sounds like they're backing Veritas a little bit more. Cheering perhaps for the underdog.
Exactly right. Oak Hill trying to do something about it. Williams, 5 on the shot clock. Couple big steps off the glass.
Wow. He kind of held it out with his right arm straight out, flicked it up with his wrist.
Howard is in double digits with 11.
Kissing it off the glass.
So he will go to the line to shoot a pair. They'll get Donovan Williams Jr. with his second personal foul. First team foul on Oak Hill here in the third quarter.
I really like how Coach Zidane uses free throws for timeouts. You know, he always is calling guys over, and he's always giving information. His assistant coaches are up doing the same.
44-36, 2:09 to go in the third. So we try to figure out, but they try to settle who is third in this tournament. Sohi high arching free throws.
They go into a 1-2-2 press.
Zaran, inside out pass to Williams. Saved from going out of bounds by Mena.
Nice acrobatic. Ooh. Mbako had thoughts of stealing that passing lane.
Woody Ching Jr. misfires on the shot from beyond the arc. Johnson gives it to Williams. Zaran from the corner. Yes.
He's got, you know, he's kind of a bigger guy. He's got some heft on him, but he's also got skill.
He's got 4 3-pointers in the tournament. hit two against Imhotep in the quarterfinals. Well-rounded player. Hernandez for three. I mean, he is en fuego.
Again, he's running back on defense after releasing it because he's got that feel.
Marco Johnson attacks. So Hernandez, you talk about the feel, he's 5 of 6 from 3. 4 of 5 from inside the arc. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, he's leading. He's the game's leading scorer with 23. The next guy's at 11.
Most of us can't do that versus Air. He's doing that against who? Oak Hill Academy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It did feel like watching that dunk contest that he got that extra chance late.
Yeah.
But because he was the first dunker, maybe there was some miscommunication about how many dunks he was going to get and how much time. And, he kind of bobbled that first one going up. So I'm kind of glad they gave him an extra chance.
So the man shooting that free throw, DeMarco Johnson, he won the dunk contest. Both of them are wearing #1 jerseys here. So it adds a little juice to this matchup. Hernandez with it. Mbako claps his hands and Hernandez fires a three.
Oh.
Misfires. Gets it back. Foul called on Zahran.
Again, Hernandez with the point guard mind goes and he tells Soki Urbano, hey, my bad, I should have kicked it out to you to my right.
Sohai tried to get it to Urbano. It's knocked away. Sohai gets it back. Kofi is there, but Ryan will lay it up and in. The left hand. 6-point game, 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Johnson with time, rise and fire. 48-42. Oak Hill out in front of Veritas here in the third place game after 3 quarters of play at the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Caring for the people of Hawaii has been HMSA's mission since day one.
As a father, everybody just wants the best for their kids. HMSA allows them to get the best health care that they can get.
We believe in meeting you where you're at. That's why we have the largest choice of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies across the state.
Having HMSA as a coverage, we know that we're gonna be covered no matter where we go.
Caring for you is our privilege. It's why we started this company. It's what we do today, and is what we'll continue to do tomorrow.
Hardware Hawaii, your Kailua hardware store. At Hardware Hawaii Kailua, helping you find what you need is our top priority. Take our lead lumberman, Eddie.
How's it?
He enjoys helping customers find what they need.
My customers are like my friends. Really makes my day when I get to help them out.
Right on, Eddie. Here in Kailua, we're here, ready to serve you. Hardware Hawaii. Customer first in Kailua.
John Tamanaha and Mike Among here with you in the Father Bray Athletic Center.
Veritas able to cut into that halftime lead, cut it by 3 to 6 points. I think they feel like, they've got some momentum here. Hopefully translate that into cutting even more into the lead. Oak Hill looks confident on their side at the same time.
I want to shout out 2 other members of our crew here, Zach Helt and Erickson Cristobal, expert cameramen. Thank you, guys. DeAndre Lindsay draws the foul. He'll go to the line. We'll get Sohi for his first personal foul.
Yeah, Oak Hill does a good job of having those set plays coming out of breaks, timeouts, or quarter breaks. A lot of times they look inside.
Lindsay just scored his 47th point here in the tournament. 3 3/4 games.
See the floor crew cleaning up some perspiration.
Stick with us after the final and the presentation of the Glenn Young Trophy. They will also name the all-tournament team. And when you get the Iolani Classic program, and some of these players will add their names to it, that is a prestigious list of basketball players. Hernandez with it now. I'll make the call. He'll be on that list.
A 5-second call.
Wow, really? First one in the tournament maybe that I've seen. Are we calling that?
Hernandez palms up. Coach Zidane palms up. John Tamanaha palms up.
Williams looking inside, now drives the baseline, gets cut off, falls down. Personal foul called on Soki Urbano. 6'4" senior.
Again, even that looked like, you know, a possible no call. You know, referees might be trying to keep control of the game, not let it get out of hand with too much contact. I'm sure the mainland teams are used to more leniency when they play up in the mainland.
DeMarco Johnson feeds Howard Williams. The miss, but the rebound, Lindsay, and the ball flies up toward the rafters.
Ooh, Veritas has to box out. How do you let Lindsay, as big as he is, just get an easy inside position for that offensive rebound?
That is the third personal foul on Hernandez. Something to keep track of here. 7:01 to go. He's discussing things with Coach Zidane here, right below us on the Mauka sideline. Lindsay hits the free throw, establishes an 8-point lead with 7 to go.
Donovan Williams Jr. draws the assignment of watching Hernandez.
White drops the bounce pass. We've seen that a couple times in this game, the old school.
Old school backdoor cut, perfectly timed. A nice drop off by Asari, almost a no-look backwards bounce pass.
Right off the right hip.
DeAndre Lindsay picks up his first foul. Coming over to help that.
Wow, that's kind of semi-amazing. As
yes.
active as he is under the glass and everywhere on the court.
Other thing to watch is, you know, Veritas has shot 6 free throws while Oak Hill has shot 17. So, again, that's something as a coach I would look at and maybe, you know, drop that knowledge into the referee's ear as he runs by.
Williams drives, gets it in off the glass. Hernandez, he's got 75 points in the tournament. Sure to add to that. So high, gets it to Hernandez. Drops it off to So High for a 3, rims out. Rebound Mbako, and he's fouled by Woody Ching Jr.
Mbako is another name that we're likely to see on that all-tournament team.
Yes.
Again, the very first day, I remember having a conversation with his mom up in the stands before jumping on to one of the games.
Mbako with it now. It's not all about points, but he's got 59 of them in the tournament. Guerrero drops it down to Ching Jr. Throws it through with 2 hands. Cuts the lead to 6. Just under 6 minutes to go.
Excellent assist by Hernandez.
Oak Hill turnover.
Jumped in the air, forced Mbako to jump with him, and then dropped it off. 6-point game.
Big opportunity here for Veritas. So high, drives in. Vertical contact from Howard Williams. Textbook.
Textbook straight up.
Timeout called by Coach George Zidane of Veritas Academy. He wants to talk it over with his Titans. Actually, he's headed over to the official. He wants to talk it over with the official for a moment while his assistants talk to the team. He's smiling and he's got his hand on the back.
They go arm in arm like best buddies.
They'll probably agree to disagree. Well, you know, around the country when we play, so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay, but you're here in Hawaii.
But great job by the referee to just kind of subtly walk him back to his sideline. You know, didn't really say, "Hey, get back to," you know, just listening and guiding him back to his huddle.
And as a coach, Coach Mike, you want to be heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And he listened.
Yes, he did. The best responses I get as a coach is, "All right, we'll keep an eye out for it."
That's all you can ask for. You can't go back in time.
Yeah.
So high, directing traffic, works off a pick from Ching Jr., attacks the rim.
Wow.
It was way up high.
Wow. He was way up there.
So we are sitting as far away as you can be here at the lower gym. I think it's about 8 rows. And we're right in line, or at least I am. You're probably an inch or two or more above, but we're right in line with the rim.
Yeah.
And we saw maybe Sohai's chin up at that level.
You know, he switched to his left hand to shoot that, but I think he could have just kept it in his strong hand and finger rolled that thing in, even with the contact.
He is 6'6", just a junior. Plays on Morocco's under-18 team. 4-point game, folks. We've got
Donovan Williams Jr. as he's trying to get open.
Timeout on the court. We will take the break as well. 52-48. Oak Hill out in front of Veritas here in the third place game of the Iolani Classic presented by Hawaii Pacific Health.
Your brain controls everything you think, see, and do. 80 billion cells working together, creating the essence of who you are. Strengthen your brain, strengthen your life.
Brain Health Hawaii to me is enhancing my children's potential.
Connection.
Less anxiety.
Make the happy. Improved focus.
Life-changing. Freedom.
Clarity.
Take control of your health with Brain Health Hawaii.
Back here in the lower gym at Iolani School, the epicenter of prep basketball during the holiday season for girls and boys hoops.
You can feel the buzz.
Yeah.
Kind of coming up here at the end of this game and leading into the championship final. We're just kind of observing the referees during that timeout, and they're talking to each other about probably what the coaches are telling them or asking them to look for.
It's still happening.
Still happening. Okay, yeah, we'll watch for it.
That's exactly what he said.
It's psychological warfare sometimes, I guess. Kill them with kindness.
Oak Hill leading at 52-48.
Veritas trying to...
Touch pass out of bounds, and Mbako was going to go for the sensational touch pass to Lindsay, and Coach Stoneman does not like it. It happened right in front of him.
Well, again, good idea. Probably not the best execution.
The Marius White cross-court pass, so high.
This is gone. Oh, I thought he was going to
he
pull
was
that
a little
trigger.
open there. Sohi flings it to Guerrero. 3-ball corner pocket, hits the side of the backboard. Oh, and putting it in and falling hard. No call.
Yeah,
is Howard Williams.
That probably should have been called. Zebuda actually did not maintain verticality. He was moving in the air and bumped him.
Back to a 6-point margin here with 4:14 to go in the fourth quarter. Sohi backing away, motioning with the left hand. Drives, stops. Zebuba for a 3. Yes! Splash!
Coach calling for a 12 defense. Probably a 1-2-2 press. But his players go into a man-to-man.
3-point game here in the third place game.
Oak Hill going to be patient.
Johnson finds some room, gets cut off by 2 Titans. Walking called, and the Veritas faithful and coaching staff to our left cannot believe it.
What he's explaining is when you go from standing to sitting, that's considered traveling. You can probably hear the disagreements from the Veritas crowd. Lots of perspiration wiping in this game, on the floor, on the ball.
DeMarco Johnson will get it in bounds, and it goes out of bounds off Williams into the Warrior bench. Coach Stoneman grabbing a soda here. Needs a little break.
Ching Jr. Probably got away with a little grab.
So he throws it down and beats his chest. 1-point game. Oh, Veritas. Here come the Titans.
Yeah. Defensive mistake by Oak Hill there. Wide open lane to the basket. Three minutes to go.
Inside to Williams. He drives. Turned away. So he is just up in the sky tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Again, head by the rim. Could have easily been a 3-point play, but he swatted that.
Williams steps up to the line. He's got a sweet 16 points in this game. Howard Williams, can you believe this, Coach Mike? 6'7" from Chicago, a sophomore.
Wow.
You are looking at one of the top-ranked sophomores in these United States, Howard Williams. Remember that name.
I can believe that. Soke Urbano in the game for his offense, and Oak Hill trying to take advantage of him on defense.
(56-53). 2:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pass too tall for Soke Urbano. They'll put on the press. Woody Ching Jr. knocks it away from Donovan Williams.
So he turned that ball over, immediately apologizing to Coach Zidane. Coach Zidane was not appeased by the apology.
Hold call. Look at Sohi for grabbing onto Mbanko as he headed to the corner to get the inbounds pass.
Again, from the beginning of this tournament, my impression of the Oak Hill players is very steady, level-headed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't get too up or too down. They'll maybe celebrate every now and then, but pretty stoic for the most part.
Missed the free throw. Coming into this game, Mbanko had been 9 of 10 from the line. Hits 1 of 2. 57-53. Titans with the ball.
Hernandez had a thought.
Timeout. Coach Sedan. Boy, he headed out to his players way quicker than they headed to the bench. Full timeout call.
Coach takes.
We will keep it here.
You can keep it here? Coach takes his team out into almost the middle of the court so he can provide them with a few choice words and express
away from us, maybe.
Express his displeasure. I think he wants to.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah. It might be a PG crowd right behind his bench. And he even turns his back to the sideline so he can get his point across.
Or maybe he has watched Iolani live before, and he knows that Coach Michael Mung likes to take the headset off and listen in because he's always learning. You know, whether it's ILH games or the Iolani Classic.
I am.
But that's great. That's what this tournament is about.
Yes.
Players, coaches, officials are learning. Fans are learning. Glenn Young wanted to expose all of those people and everybody here in the community to a higher level of prep basketball. Established this tournament in 1983. And he is looking down and has a huge smile as this gym is just getting jam-packed. And we're live around the world on YouTube and on local cable television on Spectrum XCast, exposing people to a higher level of prep basketball, the highest level.
Gives the referee a couple of pats on the back.
Ooh. Urbano, short on the 3. Kofi with the rebound, bounces around and into the hands of Sohi. Guerrero Hernandez Jr. from the corner, 1-point game. He's got 28 points here against Oak Hill. Williams clears some space, leaping rebound, Asar. Pass up ahead. Sohi. The ball knocked out of bounds.
Again, Oak Hill not flustered. They don't look flustered at least, but they are, just kind of back to business on defense.
Veritas trailing it by 1, but they've got the basketball.
They keep trying to get Soki Urbano open, but I might try to get Hernandez open.
Zibuba long on that 3. Zaran with an important rebound for Oak Hill. And Coach Eric Stoneman calls a timeout. Another full timeout. 1-point game here in the 3rd place game. Coming up next, the championship final. Brewster Academy against Utah Prep. If you look over to the left, Coach, that team over there is Brewster Academy. You know how I really know? There's not a lot of crowd. If that was Utah Prep.
Yes.
It would be, there would be a policeman.
Some autograph seekers for sure.
Yeah.
I got a chance to host Sierra Canyon. I think it was either last year or the year before with Bronny James. And they definitely had extra bodies there for security and safety.
Brewster Academy from Wolfeboro, New Hampshire, taking on Utah Prep from Hurricane, Utah. Coming up next, but hey, we've got 1:14 to go here in the 3rd place game, which I said, when we opened, kind of feels like the championship game when you look at the teams, and it could have been a number of teams.
Yeah.
But now we've got everybody's attention, 1-point game.
Excellent effort by Veritas to scratch and claw their way back into this.
They trailed it by double digits at different points in this game. Oak Hill with it. Get it into DeMarco Johnson, the 2014 Iolani Classic Slam Dunk champion. If you want to check that out, go to the Iolani School YouTube page. Mbako backing in against Hernandez. That won't go. Kofi Acer with the rebound.
Oh.
Veritas, 50 seconds to go. Coach Zidane directing traffic from the sideline. Hernandez Jr. with a full head of steam. He gets knocked off track by Williams. He will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, he needs the ball in his hands here in these situations. He knows how to create. He can find his teammates, and he can hit free throws.
Ties the game. 57-57. 40.6 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Woody Ching Jr. will check in.
I feel like Coach Stoneman is going to call a timeout here.
Juan Guerrero Hernandez Jr. gives Veritas the lead. Woody Ching Jr. checks in for Urbano. He was thinking that there's going to be a press, but they drop into a man.
Oh, we got a defense chant here coming from the crowd.
25 on the shot clock. About a 4-second differential with the game clock. Howard Williams cut off by White. Timeout. Timeout. We were looking for a 5 seconds over here to the left of us on the Veritas side. But
Coach Stoneman timed that well.
Coach Zidane is all the way out near midcourt on the one team logo. Pointing at it, shaking hands with the referees with a big smile.
We got a whole bunch of referees in the in the Veritas section.
Talk to Coach Zidane before the tournament.
They paid their entrance fee, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they did, absolutely.
Again, we have the meeting of the zebras with their hands covering their mouths and kind of having a little laugh between them. Sorry, John, I cut you off there.
No, I'm catching my breath here. Whew. There were smiles, though, here in the Veritas section because they have the lead. They've come back from double-digit deficits that were established at multiple points in this game. They lead at 58-57, 19.7 seconds to go here.
The referee shaking hands with some young fans in the stands here.
Wow. Joy of the season here. Mele Kalikimaka to everyone watching, particularly our friends in California and Virginia. Mbako with it, guarded by Ching. Still with it, turns, drives to the lane. Can't get it to go with a foul called. With 13.6 seconds to go, 2 of the 3 officials are conferring.
I like he's used a fake handoff to get the edge and get around the corner into the paint.
Foul is on Hernandez. That is his 4th.
Coach Stoneman asking if there was basket interference there.
Yeah. Oh, the crowd just said, whoa, with that missed free throw. Coach Zidane calls a full timeout.
Trying to put more ice on that.
Wow.
We
and
got
now the
we got 2 referees.
Oak Hill coaching staff. Coach Stoneman and one of his assistants are occupying the time of 2 of the 3 officials.
Lots of smiles by those officials again. Keeping control of the game.
Veritas 58, Oak Hill 57. Oak Hill has won this tournament an incredible 8 times, beginning back in 1989, 92, 99, 03, 08, 10, 14, and 19. 8 championships, 3 runner-up appearances. This is their first time that they're not playing in the championship final. But you know what's happening here? They're getting tested against a good team. Both of these teams play in the Nike EYBL Scholastic, so they will see each other again, and that's part of the calculus here tonight.
Yes. Again, what a terrific third place game here. Setting the table for our championship.
So Mbako will have one more free throw. He is 2 for 5 from the line tonight. Trying to tie the game here. He does calmly. Veritas with it. Hernandez needs to get it across. Does. Also draws a foul but from Ethan Mbako.
Looks like they have one more to give.
The third team foul on Oak Hill here in the fourth quarter. So with 5.7 seconds to go, might want to chew into that a little bit with another foul to give. And now the Titans have called their last timeout.
The scoreboard says 0 timeouts, but I know Coach Zidane was checking with the scorer's table prior to calling it. So looks like they actually did have one.
And Oak Hill has one more. That is correct. We just saw the official check with the scorer's table. 58-58, 5.7 seconds to go here. There's a buzz in the crowd.
The buzz might be praying for no overtime and a decisive play right here so they could see the championship final a little bit sooner.
Or there might be some thinking, hey, this one's really good. How about 4 more minutes? Maybe a few out here.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Make the most of their admission.
Oh, it's the best, what, $10 you could ever spend? You could see 8 games today.
Yeah.
For $10. This is the second to last game of the Iolani Classic. Urbano gets cut off, loses the ball. And that was the oddest last 5 seconds you will, I won't say ever see, but might see. And we will go to overtime. It's as if, nothing really happened.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing really particularly offensive or defensive.
I think Soki Urbano didn't quite have the look that he wanted. He pump faked, took a dribble to his left, and he, again, didn't have enough space. He thought his teammate was going to come around his back and get to the corner. But I think that's why he let the ball go. Yeah. Looked like Sohi started to move that way. And then Oak Hill just kind of stood around with a couple of seconds left.
And both coaching staffs came out to talk to the officials.
Yeah, so they get one timeout added to whatever they had at the end of regulation. So now Veritas has 1, Oak Hill has 2.
Neither team has fouls to give.
Yeah,
so there will be free throws at every foul.
Yeah, that's going to be key coming down here. Bonus basketball.
You know how it works here at the Iolani Classic? You can't leave.
Yeah.
Can't.
Move your feet, lose your seat, or something like that.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to lose your seat. The championship game's coming up. Lindsay and Asari. Jump center. It is won by the Veritas Titans. Home base, Santa Fe Springs, California. Just outside Los Angeles. Taking on Oak Hill Academy from Mouth of Wilson, Virginia. Ryan Sohi gives it to Soki Urbano. Hernandez kicks it out to Sohi, gets shut down quickly by Mbako. Now he has to throw it up, way short.
Oak Hill, great defense on that possession. Veritas couldn't get a clean look.
Donovan Williams Jr. used the handle for a little bit there. Steps in, hits a long two, top of the key.
Again, looks like Oak Hill is trying to isolate Soki Urbano when he's playing defense.
Sohi gets in deep. Right hand baby hook, no good, but Kofi gets the rebound. And Urbano is fouled by Johnson. So Aram Soki Urbano will go to the line.
Urbano going to the pass, especially when it's deflected, right? It's up for grabs basically, and causing that contact.
Oh, short on the foul shot.
Yeah, he's been short on his threes also. All in the front rim.
Bono hits that one.
Ching in for Urbano.
60-59. Oak Hill with the lead and the basketball. DeMarco Johnson. Williams being hounded by Ching in the backcourt. He's got the palms raised to the sky. Pointing to the sky, I should say.
I think with his long legs, he got kind of hooked. Donovan Williams Jr. curled around him and almost maybe forced that call with getting caught up on the leg.
Williams hits the free throw. Makes it a 2-point lead. Williams has offers from Illinois, West Virginia, South Florida. Puts in his 6th point. Puts Oak Hill up 3. 2:35 to go here in the overtime period. Hernandez for 3. White with the rebound. Acer with the throwdown. Back to a 1-point game. Kofi, 6'9", senior.
Again, he's a specimen.
Williams turns the corner. Runner, left side of the lane, that rolls in for him. Reestablishes a 3-point lead for Oak Hill Academy. Several players here can take care of that with one shot. This is one of them. He'll drive inside the arc though and hit as he falls. Hernandez, 32 points tonight.
Look for Oak Hill to find Soki Urbano. Try and get him playing defense. Especially since he's on Mbako.
Oak Hill with the basketball and leading it by 1. 1:11 to go here in overtime. The third place game. Baseline drive, stop and pop. Air ball up ahead quickly. Hernandez swoops in, putting Veritas back in the lead, 65-64, 50 seconds to go here in overtime.
Still got timeouts.
Mbako tried to get it to Howard Williams. He does. Williams, turnaround, fadeaway, right-hander. Went down, came out, went back down. Timeout immediately by Oak Hill. Woo.
Oh, that rattled and rattled.
You wondered if that was the appropriate shot to take. Off balance, turn around, falling away, but whew, that was a lot of high drama there as it kind of took the tour of the backboard area.
It was kind of a poor entry pass by Mbako. It was kind of out of his reach, so he had to fight just to get possession of it. And then I guess he thought the shot clock was winding down and had to do a little kind of like almost a sky hook, a jump hook from about 12 feet away.
Getting the ball and the shot were a display of athleticism, no matter what anyone says.
Absolutely.
And a key point in the game as well. Woo. 66-65. Oak Hill leading it, 37.9 seconds to go. Hope you're enjoying it. We're having a good time bringing it to you.
We
Still
got
have the championship game coming up.
Our floor wipers getting out into the action.
8:15 local time in mouth of Wilson, Virginia. It is 1:15. Is that how it works? Happy Sunday, everybody. Veritas to bring it the length of the court.
Let's see if they're going to shoot early or if they're going to hold for the last shot.
2-second differential. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Goes down to 19. Lemarius White working against Williams. Gets cut off. Ball on the ground, rolling around. White gets it back and has it in his hands. Coach Zidane calls a timeout.
Oh, I thought there was
shrewd.
I thought there was going to be a foul called there.
Wow.
That's their final timeout. They got to play with 0 now.
12 seconds on the shot clock, 14.1 on the game clock. That was an interesting play. It was right here in front of the Veritas bench, so Coach Zidane had a good look at it, and right when his player had hands on the ball, timeout.
Yeah.
But you're right, there was some contact. He was between two Warriors.
Well, Oak Hill definitely, that intensity meter went all the way up to 10 or whatever the high number is on it. They weren't about to give an easy look.
(66-65). .1 seconds to go here in overtime. Lemarius White will be the inbounder. Going to the backcourt to Hernandez. Hernandez drives, rises off the glass. No, goes out of bounds and will stay down here at the Diamond Head end. Five seconds on the shot clock. 7.2.
Yeah, it went off the backboard. Didn't touch rim at all, right?
Now Veritas will call for a reset.
Lemarius White got hit in the throat or something. They're pausing to let him gather himself.
Coach Zidane is asking for a reset. Sohi with it, inbounds it. Urbano for three, that's off the rim, no good. Sohi looks at the clock, attacks, puts it up, lays it in at the buzzer. Ryan Sohi wins it for Veritas, 67-66. The Veritas Titans come back from a double-digit deficit and defeat Oak Hill and finish third place in the tournament.
Wow.
I will bet you will never see a celebration like that for finishing third in any tournament. Incredible.
Wow, he got hold of the ball. He looked all the way to the other end at the shot clock or the clock, and then he just weaved his way for that finger roll. Wow, what a finish. What a finish.
Incredible. Congratulations to Veritas, finishing third in the 40th Iolani Classic. The ball bounced out to the middle of the lane.
Yeah.
Then Ryan Sohi kind of tracked it down near the free throw line, then looked to the other end at the clock. And then turned around and said, I have time to attack the rim. And he did just that. That leaping ability that we talked about, his right hand right up at the rim as he dropped it through the net. Wow.
Well, one of the Oak Hill players tried to draw a charge on that, and he just kind of stepped around, and it probably was like a warm-up layup for him. And right as the buzzer was sounding, it was like he released it, it went through, and then the lights came on.
Got to mention the composure.
Yeah.
You know, we mentioned that he plays on Morocco's under-18 team, and sometimes in that situation at the end of a game, it'll be wild, maybe some chaos, but he was cool, calm, and collected. I have not seen that before. Maybe sometimes you can't tell because players are facing the basket where they have the clock, as we do here in the lower gym, above the basket. But I think he took a look at the clock and
both
said,
of us had
I have enough
that.
time. Yeah, we had a great look at it.
Perfect angle, and it was amazing.
So awesome. Congratulations to Veritas and Oak Hill.
Yes.
They finished fourth in the tournament, and it's always great to see them, whether it's Coach Steve Smith, who is here at the tournament, or Coach Eric Stoneman. We look forward to seeing Oak Hill back in this tournament. Their name is synonymous with Iolani Classic. Coming up next, Utah Prep taking on Brewster for the championship of the 40th Iolani Classic. Carter Uechi and Dean Shimamoto will have the call coming up next. Just want to take a moment to mention my Auntie Joyce, who loves sports. She was a great woman. I'm thinking about her tonight.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, JT. Awesome.
And that'll close it up here from the third place game. Congratulations to Veritas Academy. And stick with us on YouTube on a different account or on Spectrum XCast for the championship game. Mele Kalikimaka, everybody, and aloha.
Aloha.
When it comes to AI, there's something big happening. The smallest things are creating giant revolutions. At Worldwide Technology, we're at the forefront of AI. With our one-of-a-kind AI Proving Ground, Cyber Range, and full-stack approach, you can build, test, protect, and implement AI solutions that deliver for you and your customers in a big way. Worldwide Technology. Together, let's make a new world happen.
What's your passion? What fuels you? Hawaii Pacific Health's Bone and Joint Team is here for you and your family, so you can keep doing what you love. Hawaii Pacific Health Bone and Joint Centers.